Welcome everyone. I am here with the Kscope Executive Officer, Monty, the man himself. I've managed to find a couple minutes of his time while he's running around like a crazy person. It's not that he's that busy, he's actually crazy. Monty, thank you for taking the time. Tell us, it feels like we've been here about 10 months. I think we're 3 days in. What's the highlight so far?
Well, I would say the highlight so far is totally the energy that's in the building. I feel like we've taken the ceiling off this place. People get here and they honestly don't know what to expect. They get here, what's this year going to be like? And the energy, they've brought the energy. We've brought the energy, and it's just a great vibe. People, they always talk about the Kscope vibe. Well, I can tell you, it's alive and well.
One of the things that I appreciate is we're not only growing, but we're evolving. We're definitely getting better as a conference, which is tricky because I think our first Kscope was 97 or something, yeah. And then there was a Ksig even before then. So you've been KEO for a year, although it seems like 10. I mean, no offense, that came across wrong, buddy. Tell us, we've been changing for the good. Tell us some of the things that you're trying to keep it interesting and new.
Sure. Happy to do so. I feel like when an organization is at its best, it's changing. It's changing constantly. And when you and I were working with the organization prior, I don't think we ever did the same thing twice. We were always trying new things. Generally, it was successful, but you just always try. You always try and keep people guessing about what's going to happen. I need to be at Kscope this year because I have no idea what I'm gonna see, but they know that they better be there because it is a situation where we're always throwing new events. There's new people every year, and it's just a great dynamic.
It has evolved a lot since the day I got involved in 2008. You were obviously involved even before then, and when you change things, if you don't make mistakes, it means you're not changing interesting things enough. Because you're doing tiny little safe evolution. I will admit this in front of everybody out there. I was conference chair for 2 years. A lot of things worked, but I was responsible for what is conceivably the worst keynote speaker that has ever happened in the history of Kscope. It was a crime against humanity. For anybody that was there in Long Beach, they know what I'm talking about. It was actually so bad, the president, at the end of my conference time, had to pardon me for my crimes because of that event. But we tried. We did something new. We did something different. The man who pardoned me, sitting right here next to me, probably wishing he hadn't made that decision at this point. I know we're going to keep changing. I know we're going to keep evolving. We're going to try some new things. I know one of the things, though, that you're really focused on is not going to change, is you're trying to keep the cost reasonable. Right?
Yeah,
Make sure
true.
This is a good value for the attendees.
That's true.
Do you want to tell us about the Kscope Inflation Reduction Act?
Absolutely. I took a lot of heat for pardoning you, but I felt like expunging your record was the right thing to do. I mean, you shouldn't carry that around for the rest of your career. Yeah, what we're trying to do, look, we understand that costs only go in one direction, and that's up. But if you're able to take advantage of the pre-sale option that we're going to do for K25, you're going to be able to keep your costs in line with K24. And that's really the best we can do. The cost of putting on an event like this is astronomical. But the board, the conference committee, we're doing everything we can to keep those costs in line.
So next year, let's look ahead to the future.
Yep.
We will be at Kscope 25 in June in Dallas, Texas, on the north side in Grapevine.
Yep.
It's a location that we have been to before, but I know next year is going to be even better, even greater. Obviously, hashtag Safe Harbor, because I am looking in the future. But tell us about something that you're looking forward to about Dallas, something that people that are looking forward to. What are they going to get out of that experience?
Well, again, using the Safe Harbor statement there, we've got a lot of things we're talking about because really, we're not going to start planning this thing 6 months from now. We're starting to plan this thing now. We start talking about, we announced K25 at K24, so the planning starts now. We've talked about a lot of things. We know that the attendance is going to be up. We know that there's going to be more vendors here, and we've gotten a lot of major companies that are wanting to be a part of what we're building. So with that, we can do a lot more, and we can enhance the attendee experience much more than we've been able to do in the past. So it's definitely a not miss event. I don't know how much you want me to get into the details, but we've got some fantastic things planned. Last night we did a silent disco, and multiple people came up to me and said, every year. Well, you know what? We're going to continue to reinvent ourselves every year, but based on the response that we're getting this year, there's going to be some things that are going to show up next year as well. It's we talked about the enhancements that we're going to make onto the exhibit hall floor. Community Service Day. I think that the test that we did this year, moving Community Service Day onto the exhibit hall floor into the week, I think it was successful. We blew through the Community Service Day in about 20 minutes, and to the benefit of 500 Nashville children, we built backpacks. We're going to do something like that again on the exhibit hall floor in Dallas. So we're going to continue to carry forward the things that worked so well this year, but you rest assured we're going to be throwing a lot of new things at the conference.
Awesome. I really appreciate that. We'll cover just really quickly 2 questions that are on everyone's mind. First of all, boxers or briefs?
Commanding.
It sounded something like commando. And more importantly, do you have a favorite toe?
Tim.
That is an excellent answer. Thank you for taking 15 minutes out of your busy schedule, Monty. On behalf of me, everyone here at Kscope 24, it's been an awesome year. Next year only goes up. Thank you, everybody.